After finding Ned's skull in the biscuit tin, Troy goes to sleep and has a dream. In his dream, he meets his grandfather Walter, and Walter tells him to give the skull that's in the biscuit tin to the elder Jackie at Lake Greenhill. Troy then packs the skull and the biscuit tin and the VCR in the back of the station wagon, and he, Betsy and Neville travel to Arthur's campsite next to Lake Greenhill, where they take the skull from the back of the station wagon and the VCR and put it on the table. The family then gather around and have a cup of tea before Troy and Betsy head off to the side of the lake to meet Jackie and Tracy with Ned's skull. They embrace and say hello again, and Troy gives Jackie Ned's skull in the Arnott's biscuit tin. Jackie heads off in the evening with the tin. Walter hands the biscuit tin to the elder Jackie at the sacred spirit fire under the full moon. Jackie then presents Ned's skull to the sacred fire, and everyone is gathering around. He opens the tin and says sacred incarnations around the tin, and Ned appears without his head in his armoured suit. They gather leaves for a sacred smoking ceremony, and the smoke starts to fill the air. The skull and the envelope and the scarves and the Eureka flag are all ready to go. Jackie then presents the skull to the fire, and the skull flies out into the air and is hidden in the smoke of the fire under the full moon. Ned is led into the smoke by Bluey the dog. Ned becomes fully immersed in the healing smoke of the fire. He's fully engaged, and even the dog disappears. And all of a sudden, Ned appears with the envelope, the Eureka flag, Ned embraces Jackie as he gets out of the fire, and then he hands Walter his Collingwood football scarf and the envelope, and Walter opens the envelope and reads the note from Betsy. But on the back of the note there is a letter from the University of Edinburgh that Jackie spots, and Jackie reads the letter, and the letter says, "To Mr. Campbell Gamble, the Victorian Historical Society. Dear Campbell, thank you for arranging Tootsie Small's visit to the Anatomical Museum. Lord Haw-Haw, who is the primary owner of the collection of the 6 Aboriginal skulls that your society is seeking to display in Melbourne, on the 3rd full moon of the next year, on the March equinox, has approved your request, and we will act as the agent for the transfer of the exhibit to the National Gallery of Victoria. In addition, we will also supply the 3D scans we have available of the skulls for your research purposes. The estimated cost of packing and transporting the exhibit is £100,000. Please confirm the acceptance of our offer and we will provide you with our account details and begin to arrange for the collection to arrive in Australia 6 weeks prior to the event in order to provide the time required to prepare for the display of the skulls to your organisation. Yours sincerely, Dorothy Slaughterhouse, Director of Indigenous Artefacts, University of Edinburgh, Anatomical Museum. More leaves are added to the fire, and everybody is happy. Ned is dancing with the Eureka flag, and there is a great celebration because we may get some more heads back in the future.
Thank you, Ned. It is good to see you got your head together.
It's me that should thank you. If they had found my skull, I gather they were going to grind it up and sell it to the Wall Street traders for a packet. As I understand, skull dust fetches a fortune amongst them, as they believe, when they sprinkle it on their cornflakes for breakfast, or should I say, snort it with their cocaine. It gives them an insight into the future. It's a fate far worse than death itself.
Black Swan, do you think I could look at the piece of paper you have in your hand? I think there is something on the back. Dear Campbell, blah blah blah. Lord Haw Haw is the primary owner of 10 Aboriginal skulls that your society is seeking to display in Melbourne on the 3rd full moon of next year. Blah blah. We will also supply 3D scans of the skulls for your own research. Please confirm your acceptance. £100,000, blah 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 de blah. The collection will arrive in Australia 6 weeks prior to the event.
Dirty bastards.
Now you can put your skills to good use and work out how to help your friends get their heads back. It will be our only chance, and I guess you are the best one to do the job. But no guns or armor. We got to get them back without anyone knowing, or else those ghouls will just dig them up and steal them again. You work out the plan and we will work the other stuff.
What do you mean, the other stuff?
The stuff you were on about before they hung you, the genocide of our people and the dispossession of our land, the failure of this country's laws to respect family and community with a treaty, the inequity between rich and poor.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yes, but we need to get their heads back so as they can have their spirit return to the land. Don't you worry, we're going to have a Facebook plebiscite and fix the rest of it. Just have faith in the spirit that guides us all.